Good morning. On this second week, we continue our walk through the Mass. And if you recall, last week, we started with our entry into the church. And usually, if we do come, unless we're coming to Mass right before Mass starts, there's time between that entry and the time that the priest enters into the church. And some of us may be wondering what to do with that time. And it may even seem kind of like dead space. Like we're in the line at the grocery store, standing there, waiting for the next person, waiting for the price check. When is it going to start? But the space between that time of entry and the beginning of Mass is not dead time. And one of the reasons we would know that is because we are in the sanctuary, we are before the altar, and nothing before the altar can be described as dead. But this is a space of life-givingness. And there is something actually very profound that happens between that time when you open the door and when the priest begins the Mass, because we enter in as individuals or as families. But the Mass, we are gathered together as the people of God. And the Missal even describes how Christ is present in four particular ways during the Mass, the first of which we see is in the people gathered together. So there is a unity, there is a bond, and it is through coming into the presence of God and in this very holy place. This is also a time to pray, and we think of maybe even how practically do we prepare and get ready for the celebration of Mass. And one of the ways is the bulletin. And it's not about sitting down and reading for the events and the news of things to come, but in a very practical way, look at the music. Get the hymnal and the missal ready with the ribbons. And look at the prayer list. As you are bringing your prayers from your life before God in this time, also look at those who have requested prayers. So part of the way we become gathered together as the people of God is we also pray for those who cannot be here. And you may even recall in these moments those in our own parish community who are homebound, who are injured and cannot be here this week. But you may also think of those throughout the world who have no church to come together, who are not able to come for Mass every week, but because of a lack of priests, it's once a month or every few months. You may look and see if there is a second collection, so that when the baskets are passed around that second time, you're not wondering, well, what is this for? We put in there the memorial flowers and who they are in honor for, so you may say extra prayers for the one for whom the flowers on the altar have been provided. And if you still feel like you have time, read the readings. Do that preparation to help draw you in. Because this is time to focus. To not just physically now leave behind things that would draw us from God, but also prayerfully and spiritually. Secondary things on your mind or stresses, put them before the altar. Use your eyes to look upon the artwork. You may see a particular station of the cross that is drawing your attention, or one of the saints of the murals. So that now, having come together, our hearts are ready to give to receive and to make that fullness. To where next week then, we will actually begin and start opening up the mysteries of the Christ that we experience here in this celebration.